Welcome back. You are watching Vision for Success. We are discussing on immigrant empowerment of immigrants. Here with us, Dr. Sarah Saeed and Ms. Kavita Pauria. Welcome back. So we heard or we read in the newspaper there's a reporting that immigrant will be reduced by 50% in the U.S. So that is an impression one of our client asked me. So the legal immigrants who are already here with green cards, so will there any problem for them also? Or what is
I think what you're referring to is a piece of legislation, a bill that was proposed in the recent weeks, which is just a bill right now. It's not a law yet, and we'll see as to whether it really does pass both the House and the Senate. But that bill, you're right, does propose cutting future immigration by 50%, or that's the predicted consequence of what would happen if that bill did in fact become a law. As far as I know, it does not propose cutting the numbers of immigrants that are here now, especially when you think of green card holders who should largely be safe among, in the context of that law. All of that said, it's very difficult to comment on the impacts of bills that have not yet become law because every individual's case is so unique. So what we really recommend is that individuals who are worried about their status in any way find and work with a trusted immigration attorney. The city provides free, safe, confidential legal services around immigration issues. We do that through a program that's called Action NYC. It's been around for over a year now, and we have locations all around the city where people can go into a community-based organization that's supported by Action NYC and connect with free, safe, trusted immigration help.
The attorney is free of cost.
That's right.
And are they available, or they have to wait for long?
It really varies, but what people you can make an appointment in advance, and you can do that by calling 311. I will also say that we have another program that specifically focuses on helping green card holders or legal permanent residents become citizens. That program is called New York Citizenship, and we have locations at many of the libraries around the city where, again, you can get free, safe legal help at those locations. And you can also make an appointment and get more information by calling 311. And it really is important that people have access to legal services that are trustworthy. We know, we're hearing...
So they are in the library, right? So make an appointment in the library there?
Yep. The citizenship program is at several libraries around the city, and Action NYC is at many community-based locations, at organizations, and we're also expanding into schools as well as hospitals.
So when somebody is about to deport, and what they can do, what should immediately how they can respond?
I believe the first very important step is connecting with an immigration lawyer who can provide you with good, proper counsel according to your individual circumstances. Every individual has a different set of circumstances. They may have options to stay in the U.S. A lot of people don't know that there is a path for them. In the past, they may have been misled. They may have paid someone to get papers that was a fraudulent provider, misled them, provided them with bad legal advice, and sometimes those issues can be corrected by speaking with a credible immigration lawyer, and that's been a huge focus for the city. The city currently invests over $30 million in immigration legal services, all free, all around the city, and it's an unprecedented investment for any city in the nation to have made.
So, sister, any other services you're offering for the immigration, those who are coming here, like, I'm sorry, not immigration, it's undocumented people, like who are asylees and other people. Is there any program from community affairs unit you're offering to them?
Well, I mean, I think one thing that is very important for people to know is that New York City and all agencies are required to serve people regardless of their immigration status. So it might be a program that's coming out of the Health and Hospitals Corporation, right? The hospitals here in New York City, anyone can walk in and be provided care regardless of their immigration status. The New York Police Department serves everybody, regardless of whether you're a refugee, asylee, undocumented.
They don't need any ID.
They do not. They are not required to show immigration ID or documents or anything to be served. So it's very important for people to know that. Yeah.
But sometimes we heard that people are refused to treat or they are asking for some kind of a document or some ID or some things. So no people are required for any kind of document or ID for or work authorization or something like this to go for
To receive health care?
Yes.
No, not in a city hospital. I mean, there might be different practice in a different hospital, but if it's a city hospital, they're required to serve everybody.
And in fact, the Health and Hospitals Corporation recently put out a campaign in partnership with our office that one of the headlines is "We care about you, not your immigration status." So they're really making sure people know that everybody is welcome at a New York City public hospital. You may be eligible for emergency health insurance, and even if you are not, they're required to serve you.
They don't go to hospital because they will have to pay the bill, so they don't have the money, so and they are undocumented, so they're scared. A lot of people don't know.
I think one of the things we want to make sure is that people have a health insurance, right? And so the city has a Get Covered NYC campaign that's happening right now to see what people are eligible for. But the hospitals are required to serve people regardless of their income as well. I mean, there are specific programs that will take care of you.
So Get Covered is who are covered under?
Get Covered is for anyone who is. I mean, I don't think that you need to be a citizen, or I think you need to have a green card, right? And you can have certain types of work visas to have health insurance. I don't think they're eligible for federally funded health insurance if they don't have work visa.
Well, I think what I would say, is particularly because neither Sarah or I are experts on health insurance, is that, as we all know, health insurance is so complicated. There are many programs.
Now.
That's right. Particularly now, there are many programs. There's New York City programs, there's state programs, there's federal programs, and many people qualify for insurance and don't know that they do. And so I think a very important first step is to find out, to apply.
You said that the service, people can call 311 or they get the service. Is it 24/7 they can get the service?
That's
attorney and other services available 24/7?
The attorneys don't work 24/7, but you can make an appointment and you can call 311.
But in case of deportation, like it's a emergency.
Sure.
So what they can do for?
Well, I want to just go back to the health insurance for a minute. I think people can also call 311 and do the screening through Get Covered to see what they're eligible for. And for deportation, it's usually you get, I think there are different phases to this. You know this better than me, right? You get notified before you actually get a deportation.
Depends.
Some people do,
some people
are
don't.
just,
Yep.
particularly now, I guess.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Do you what's the
Sure. I mean, I
the
think
answer?
that is the reason, particularly with the fear of deportation, which has become much larger for so many people under the new federal administration. I think the first step is just if you are at risk in any way at all or are worried about that, we really strongly recommend that everyone see a trustworthy immigration attorney. And in the case of an emergency, I believe that if you go to our website, which is nyc.gov/immigrants, we have information about where you can turn for legal services beyond what the city provides.
We'll take a commercial break. We'll come back shortly. Dear viewers, you are watching for Vision for Success. We will come back shortly. Stay with us.